Do you think somebody like Jake Paul? I didn't see any of his fights. I kind of refuse to watch those fights because again, I'm old school. I'm used to watching, people like you, fighters like you, Pacquiao, even Sugar Ray Leonard, Morales, Arturo Gatti, all those guys, De La Hoya. What do you think about Jake Paul being a real boxer? Right?
He ain't a real boxer.
Yeah.
I can't. He's not a real boxer.
Well, why is that? Is it because he didn't fight?
I feel like there's so many fighters out there that are in line.
Right.
So many fighters out there that that put in the work, the sacrifice, the blood, the sweat. He's doing it now. That fighter's been doing it for 5-10 years since they were kids.
Yeah.
So him having that opportunity, like I said, I'm not knocking his hustle, but if these fighters can catch on and know how to do what he's doing, then
they'll be as successful.
They'll be as
maybe even more successful.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're good, you're gonna eventually come out at some moment.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in the scene, but you have to continue working.
So you don't think that he can compete? Because I think he's a middleweight or light heavy, but I think he's a middleweight, 185 or something like that. You don't think he'd be able to compete at any boxing pro that's his age?
I don't see I don't see the reason for him to even have the opportunity. You have to work your way.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
True.
Why give somebody that the advantage of just going from amateur to the spotlight of a professional, to making
right
$500,000, $300,000 paychecks.
Yeah, and this guy makes millions.
Yeah,
and it's because of his followers. They're not even boxing fans.
Yeah,
they're just saying, "Oh, it's Jake Paul. He's a YouTuber. I'm gonna go ahead and follow him and watch his fight, and he's gonna make a couple of million."
There's a saying, Lou. As fast as you go up, that's how fast you'll crash.
You crash.
Yeah. So it's I look at it. It can be there's pros and cons to it, man. You're gonna pay the consequences eventually, and I think he's probably already paying the consequences. Wait till he gets knocked out by a fighter or a non-fighter.
Right.